We 4 people in double figures, and I always like that. I felt we had too many turnovers. This is a team that was hard to play because either you scored on a transition or you got fouled. And there was no rhythm to the game, and that made it really hard to just get Monica involved in the game. I'm really proud of McKenna. I thought McKenna had a great game again. 11 rebounds, 4 offensive, and her adjusted field goal percentage is 75. And she responded to halftime. At halftime, I really challenged them. We had 1 offensive rebound at halftime, and we ended up with 13. And McKenna had 4 offensive rebounds in the second half. So I'm really proud for the way that she responded for that. Thank goodness for the free throw line because we got there a lot, but we made a lot. It's one thing to get there; it's another thing to make them, and we made them. 87% is very, very good. So Caitlin had a triple-double tonight. That is very special. That is really hard to get, And for her to get it in 29 minutes of play is even more spectacular, really. Some of her passes were amazing tonight. For her to get 10 rebounds as a guard, defensive rebounds, is also quite good.
Any of the players, did it feel choppy out there, like she kind of said?
Yeah, I think especially in the first half, it felt like on that press break, we were getting fouled every time. It was just hard to get into groove, especially on offense. And that's really something we wanted to focus on this game is flowing into our offense a little better. So definitely kind of a struggle there. I still think there were some opportunities for us to do that, and we still didn't execute that to the best of our ability. But, yeah, I definitely felt very choppy and kind of hard to really get in the flow of the game and, really get comfortable and settled in.
I know every team wants to be good at the line, obviously, but how essential is that for the way that you guys play and the way that you guys do things that, tonight's an extreme night, but, you can see what you can do even when the play is kind of up and down. Mm-hmm. How important, is capitalizing at the line?
Yeah, I think the game would have been pretty close if we weren't making free throws like we should have been. That's where most of our points came, especially in the first half, so if we don't make it like we're supposed to, but we're a great free throw shooting team. We know every time we step up to the line, we want to be above 85%. I think that's where our team is at most of the time. That's where we're at in practice. So definitely super confident all around when we step up to the line. So it's not really a surprising number to us, but it's definitely something we needed to do tonight.
McKenna, what was this halftime challenge like?
It was exciting. We just knew that we came out there and we didn't show our best half, especially on the defensive end. We really strive to keep teams below their average, and they were way over it tonight. So at halftime, Coach Spooter was hard on us, as she should be, and I think that we responded really well as a team, just coming together, and then, just with the coaches as well.
McKenna, you started off with a 3. How important is it, in the other day at UNI, same sort of deal, how important is it for you to hit those early shots and get going?
Yeah, I think it's really good just coming out strong. I guess I didn't really think about that, but it's nice, to see that first shot go down. It always helps your confidence as the game goes on, but I think everyone on our team can shoot really well, so if they miss a couple at the beginning, it's not a big issue.
Caitlin, knowing that the defense is going to be under, the microscope for this whole season, if you guys, want to go on and do something special, does even a game like this, do you dissect defensively how you guys played in depth, and how much can you take away from a game like this, even on the defensive end?
Yeah, I think absolutely. No matter who you're playing, there's always areas to improve, and we tried a lot of different things on defense tonight, and there are some areas we wanted to improve. So I think no matter what, no matter whomever you're playing, just always looking at the film and finding ways to improve, and I think there will be plenty of that on film from tonight. So obviously we played Drake in 2 days, but you definitely have to learn from it and grow, and it's only going to get harder from here, so definitely need to improve.
Tell us a little bit about the bench's role. You had, 10 points? I think Sydney had 8.
She had 12. Tommy had 12,
I'm sorry.
12, yeah.
12 points.
I'm not going to rip you out of those 2.
Sorry about that.
Well, sorry.
You go.
I just think it's very important, coming off the bench, of course, you feel a little cold at first, but making sure that you go in there. Getting a rebound or an assist really helps your confidence. And when I got in, I remember Kate found me on my first 3, and that really helped my confidence. So always just keep shooting. Even if you miss the first, it's important to always keep your confidence.
What's key when you're watching from the bench before you go in? What's key to observe and kind of get the flow of the game from that vantage point, before you check in? What are kind of the main things that you look for there?
I think first the important thing is how the other team is guarding you, like on ball screens, or if they're flooding or high showing, like just knowing that, oh, if I tack right, I got to make sure that I'm looking at the post, or just making sure that you can see that what defense they're putting out there, you know how to, go and attack it.
Caitlin, what makes you a good rebounder? I mean, 10 defensive rebounds tonight. What is the key for you on getting those boards?
Yeah, I mean, I usually don't have many offensive rebounds, so they mostly all come on the defensive end. But I honestly think I just see the ball off the rim pretty well. Yeah, I probably could box out a little better than I do, but I think I just read the ball off the rim pretty well. And, that's something I've always tried to have be an important part of my game, because more than anything, I want the ball in my hands so we can push into our transition right away rather than having to outlet. I think that's when our best transition is. But yeah, I think more than anything, I just see the ball off the rim pretty well and just go up there and get it.
And in her defense, I don't let her crash, though, just so you know. She's not
Yeah,
really
no.
going to get offensive rebounds because she's in transition defense.
Caitlin, what was it like? Obviously, you get your second career triple-double.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, when you don't shoot the ball like you should, I think for me it's important to find other ways to impact the game. Obviously, Monica makes it pretty easy inside when she basically scores every single time I pass her the ball. So, and I think a lot of people knocked down some threes tonight. I think Kylie got out in fast break, had a couple layups. So, honestly, credit to them because they're the ones making the shots. I'm just kind of setting them up for it. But yeah, I mean, anytime you get a triple-double, it's pretty special. Definitely pretty challenging, but I didn't really know until Coach Bluter told me at the end and put me back in. And yeah, I mean, it's always special, yeah.
Are the gold uniforms going to be your standard homes this year?
I think we're having some issues with our whites.
They just
So-
came in a little wrong.
Yeah, they came in wrong. So anyway, I like the golds, though,
Yeah.
don't you? I think
Oh,
the
they're
golds look
good.
sharp. Yeah, thank goodness we have a gold set.
Coach Sydney Fulter, I'm trying to look through the stats. Looks like she had all 8 points and all 7 rebounds in the second half. What did you see from her?
Well, she crashes really well. She does a great job in getting to the O boards. She attacks well off the dribble. She has a three-point shot. She's not really showing it right now, but she is very capable off of the dribble. And, I think she's very active on the perimeter defense as well. So she's coming along. She's a freshman and she's coming along, and we just got to keep bringing along and keep her confidence up.
McKenna, as Coach alluded to earlier about shooting 86% from the free throw line, I'm just wondering your thoughts on the old adage that converting on free throws win games. You feel that way?
Yeah, of course. I think the little things throughout the game are really the most important. And just being able to get to the free throw line so much now, I think will help us in the long run when we have those really close games. And obviously free throws are always important, but especially in those really tight games, they can make a big difference. So.
Coach, do you still get butterflies before games, and will that kind of be a part of the deal Sunday for you?
I always want butterflies. I'm kind of upset if I don't have them, to be quite honest, because I think if you don't have them, it doesn't mean anything to you, right? And so to me, you want them, and I'll be upset if I don't get them. So the answer is yes.
Extra ones on Sunday?
Well, it's in-state rival, so just because of that, because it's an in-state rival, absolutely.
Coach, you're at $7.99 right now. Does this game make you more excited coming into Sunday?
We're going to probably get it this year. If we don't get it Sunday, it's probably going to come at some other time.
No, we're getting it Sunday.
Well, I believe in my team, and I believe we will. But at the same time,
She doesn't give herself
that's
enough
not
credit.
that's not something that worries me because it's gonna happen. Like it's not something I need to focus on.
You also used to coach at Drake.
Yeah.
Does that
Yeah.
make, if this were to happen this weekend, would that make it even more special?
Yeah, it almost makes it kind of weird, to be quite honest. I spent 10 years there. That's a decade of your life. And, Coach Jensen and Coach Fitzgerald have been around for almost all of these 800 wins. Graduated from there. They spent 12 years of their lives there. We love Drake. I mean, we cheer for them all the time except for this one game. And I think the feeling is mutual. So I kind of wish it was against somebody else, to be real honest.
Anything else? All right, thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.